Lots more proposals have come in through the Kusama Open Gov, and people really want to take a stab at that sweet treasury funding. People can become very inventive in order to get some funds. Some proposals coming in through Open Gov can be money grabs in a professional way, and some are legit trying to build something and promote this ecosystem and are well deserving of that treasury funding. But how can we know the difference? In today's video, I'll take a look at the current referendums asking for treasury funding, and will give you my personal opinion on them as well. Let the chaos begin. If this is your first time here, welcome to Cryptos Chain. My name is Claudio. I'll begin with the treasurer track and then I'll look at the medium spender track, since there's no small spender referendums today. Referendum 107, which belongs to Imbue Network, are looking to get funding for a freelance marketplace. They have been one of the fair parachains which had no private investors and set up a crowd loan and then a sale only for those that contributed through the crowd loan. So you'd get like 10x as much Imbue coins as those who only crowd loaned. However, because they're not doing well in terms of funding and that sale didn't generate them too much income for sustainability, they have to reach out to the Treasury. They're asking for 6,443 KSM, which is worth approximately $220,900 at the current price. The referendum is currently winning with 96,786 KSM in favor and 5,347 KSM against it, and there are 4 days and 7 hours before a decision is made. I personally voted aye for this because I know Sam has been working hard to launch a fair, free of funding project, and he'd like to continue. And I believe this will help the community because he'll basically be creating jobs for others once it's up and running. Moving on to the media spender track, referendum 105, which belongs to Metaspan, is for the creation of a portfolio and tax reporting software for parachains called Subledger. This would be a free platform, at least while they continue generating funds from the Treasury. I have also discussed with Metaspan, whose name is Derek, if he can potentially integrate with Totem Network, which are an existing parachain on Polkadot, and just build the UI. He's in talks with them at the moment, so let's see what comes out of it. But he's asking for 1,430 KSM, which is worth approximately 49,000 at today's current price. The referendum is currently winning with 107,814 KSM in favor and 2,020 KSM against it, and there are 3 days and 12 hours left before a decision is made. I personally voted aye for this because I like the idea of having a parachain only platform to manage your assets and give you the info needed to use for tax reporting. Moving on to referendum 108 by Paradox, he's trying to establish a bounty for collators of system parachains on the StateMine network for 6 months. He's planning to reward them with a fixed amount of $300 per month. The referendum is currently winning with 111,935 KSM in favor and 10,360 KSM against, and there are 5 days and 7 hours left before a decision is made. I also voted aye for this because I'm in support of the validator programs, as they ultimately help keep the network alive and secure it. Without them, we'd have no platform. Referendum 117 belongs to Spreen, or Sarah, who's a known dubbing content creator of many of Gavin's videos. She's planning to now dub the full playlist of the Sub-Zero Polkadot Developer Conference videos, which is about 24 hours worth of content. She's asking for 1,185 KSM, which is worth approximately $40,600 at the current price. The referendum is currently failing with 9,359 KSM against and 7,312 KSM in favor, and there are roughly 13 days and 11 hours left before a decision is made. Now, I have to say I'm not personally happy with this proposal, simply because she has chosen to ignore the fact that the Hispanic community are simply not interested in these videos that she's dubbing. Looking at the channel, the subscriber count is okay, but the number of views per video is a joke. Generates between 2 views and 36 views because there's an old event, so most people are not interested. Now, she wants to dub the old Sub-Zero event, which ended last year in November, which is unlikely to generate any interest either. So yeah, I voted nay for this one as I'm strongly against it. Now, I won't look at referendum 104 because there was a pre-image mistake when it got created, so it doesn't apply and nothing would happen even if it was to pass. Looking at the big spender track, referendum 109, which belongs to a wallet with no identity but claims to be Sianoi Kimari, who's a core contributor of Safari DAO, is looking for funding to set up a 2-day conference in Kenya, Africa. He's saying this is the first ever Polkadot conference in Africa, so this is actually really good to bring more exposure on the continent. The conference will also get attendance from Polkadot ambassadors from Nigeria, Uganda, Rwanda, Madagascar, and other nations. They're asking for 6,918 KSM for this, which is worth approximately $237,000 at the current price. The referendum is currently winning with 139,720 KSM in favor and 8,375 KSM against, and has 8 days and 10 hours left before a decision. I voted aye for this as I support the initiative and I believe it can bring value to the ecosystem. The only thing I don't agree with in this proposal is the fact that there's no plan to live stream this conference for people around the world to watch it. Maybe I'm interested to watch it, but I can't attend, so not being able to see it is kind of annoying, but hopefully will bring value to the ecosystem. I'm going to ignore referendums 112 and 113 because they're both mistakes in the asking amount of KSM. However, referendum 115 is the correct one for the Canary Network and Polkadot Network experience. There's a team of 12 that are trying to create a VR experience on YouTube, TikTok, and on another metaverse-specific platform, explaining the ecosystems. They're also planning to collaborate with teams such as BitCountry Metaverse to integrate that VR experience within their platform. They're asking for 5,264 KSM for their efforts, which is worth approximately $180,500 at the current price. The referendum is currently winning with 6,324 KSM in favor and 5,832 KSM against, and there are 11 days and 16 hours left until the decision. I personally voted aye for this one because I don't agree with the high cost of the graphic designer and the video creator per hour being unable to create proper thumbnails for these videos. They look very unprofessional compared to what you see on YouTube in order for people to want to watch it. But I know that they're doing well on TikTok. However, I just don't see a reason as to why you'd need a team of 12 people to create this kind of content. I personally believe they are overcharging, and there has also been no attempt to market any of that existing content through popular crypto websites like maybe Cointelegraph, even if they have to pay for marketing, because on YouTube that content barely got any views. So this tells me that the community weren't all that interested in watching, or it's because of their thumbnails. I like the idea and it can only help with education, but not with the current structure that they have in place. In terms of a large team, zero marketing efforts and no professional thumbnails. And finally, referendum 116 by Georgie, who works for the Subsocial team, which is to fund the Polkadot and Kusama hackathon called the Prodigy Hackathon 2023 in Bulgaria through an online format. The event will run from the 1st of May to the 15th of July, and they're hoping to attract IT developers through it. Now they're charging 3,474 KSM for this, which is worth approximately $119,000 at the current price. The referendum is currently losing with 2,155 KSM against it and 2,117 KSM in favor, and has 3 days and 6 hours left until the decision. I initially voted nay for this because I knew they could have used the existing Polkadot events bounty, but after discussing it with Zoe, global Polkadot ambassador who manages this funding, and with other senior ambassadors, I found out that hackathons should get their own funding from the Treasury and not go through the bounty, so I changed my vote to an aye for this specific one. And looking at the state of the Treasury, 1,193 KSM will be spent in this round, which is worth approximately $40,900, and 692 KSM will be burned, which is worth approximately $23,700, while remaining in the Treasury pot there are 345,255 KSM, which are worth approximately $11,842,000. So expect the wolves to continue attacking him with the shady proposals that don't bring any value, but thankfully our lovely validator guardians, as well as some smart community members with a lot of KSM, are there to defend it from such shameless acts. Now I want to know from you, what do you think of the current proposals? Which ones do you like or not like, and what have you actually voted? Drop me a comment below. Thank you as always for watching. Please don't forget to also hit the like. Till next time.